What do you think of a kitty who has to follow Mommy all over the place, whining until she lets him in? I think that's a spoiled kitty. Anyway, today we're going to make strawberry jam. I looked, and I didn't have a video for that, so I thought, what the heck, it's easy. We'll do a strawberry jam video today. These are coming out of our strawberry garden, and they're very good, very sweet. Just picked them this morning, and started off just being one of these boxes a day, but now we're up to 3 boxes a day. So I think it's time to make some jam. These were some from earlier in the week that I put in the freezer. I like to put them in, wash them and hull them and put them in the freezer like this and break them up. And I put them in food saver bags, or I'll use them. I'll thaw them and use them. But trying to avoid filling up the freezer. I'd rather can them. So, but today we're going to use fresh ones. We're going to make strawberry jam. Thought you might like watching the process. It's very easy. And here we go. I also found this nifty little tool at a store near Culpeper called This Old Country Store or something like that. Anyway, it's on Route 29. But I have a thing for kitchen gadgets, so I had to have it. The strawberry huller. So we're going to try it out here. First time on camera and see how it does. There's my little strawberry. Kind of digs in. Oh, wow. That does make easy work of it. Not bad for 99 cents. There we go. Wasn't recording for a little bit there. Anyway, I thought I'd just do a few of these. Really works pretty well. Takes out that center part, which some say is kind of bitter. Although with these berries, I really haven't had a problem with bitterness. They've been very tasty, and the thing is, they come in so fast that kind of tough keeping up with them. So what I'm going to do here is, I have 4 boxes of them here. I'm going to get the foust off, and I'm going to hull them all, clean them, and then I'm going to mash them into our jam. But it's a hot day here in Virginia. It's almost, I don't know, 85 right now. And Sam is out in the blazing sun working in the garden, and I am being wimpy and staying in the house. But I thought this was a good way to spend my time and to use up some of these berries while I do other stuff around here. Well, I've got them all hulled, and I was debating on whether to use my frozen ones too, but I think I'll do that in a separate batch. The pectin seems to work better when you do a medium-sized batch or small, and it made fast work with my little tool here. It actually was good to pick off bad spots if there were any, or any little crud that was on there. But I didn't get too much garbage from it. Worked pretty well, and it was really fast, which I like, because typically I take a paring knife and try and be real careful and, scoop out the center. But anyway, I'm debating whether to mash these with a potato masher or to cheat and use my hand blender. It's like a little hand emulsifier. So I might try that. Just trying to look for some shortcuts that might help me and someone else. So, on we go. Okay, I'm cheating a bit here. I'm using my, I guess it's like a milkshake mixer thingy. I don't know. It's got this little blade on the bottom. I was mashing them with a potato masher, but I think that was just going to take too long, and I'm just kind of being a little careful. Not to, because they're going to cook down a little bit. I just wanted to get the big chunks out, so I'm just kind of doing this with my layers. And you can see, I don't want it, I still want some chunks of strawberries in there. That's what I'm trying to say. So, here's my little tip. I'm going to try and see how it does, but it seems to do a quick work of it. And I like that. Now, this recipe calls for, if you were just going to do like a 1 1/3 of berries, it's the ball recipe, the ball canning recipe. Then you do 1 2/3 cups of sugar, which I don't really like the jam to be too sweet. I want to taste the berries, so 2 each cup. I mean, typically, if I was going to make a regular batch, I'd be putting 7 cups of sugar in if I went with their recipe. I'm not going to do that because I don't like it, like I say, I want to taste the berries. So I'm kind of adding about a cup of sugar per cup and a half of berries. So let me finish doing this and then I'll get it cooking. Also, I put a little bit of butter in here. That keeps it from foaming as I stir it. Right now I'm waiting for it to come to a full boil, and I'm getting my jars ready. Excuse me, which I found some. They were on sale at the end of the season. I thought they were kind of pretty, so I picked these up. I'm going to use these. But I'm going to put them in the oven to sterilize them. So back we go, waiting on our boil, and we'll take it from there. It feels pretty good to get the canning stuff out again. I've been missing it during this winter. I did put a little lemon juice. It says 3 tablespoons to a batch, but I didn't put a little bit more because I have a medium batch, not a regular batch. And we're at a rolling boil now. My jars are in the oven, and I'm going to start filling them. And also what I'm going to do here, this is for those of you who don't can, more than those of you who do, but anyway, put my lids in this pan and pour some hot water from the tea kettle on them and let them sit a little bit while I'm filling the jars. And then the seal, the little rubber seal, softens up in that hot water and will adhere better to the jar once I screw the lids on. So we'll move along. I wanted to show you the type of canner I'm using. It's a steam canner, and we got it last year. It was rather inexpensive, maybe about $25, $30. I'm thinking $25 on Amazon. But what you do, and it's for things like this, that you can use a hot water, what they call a water bath for. It's a steam bath. And all you do is fill this. See where the line from the hard water is? I typically put vinegar in there to try and help that. But you fill it about that full, which is about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Put your rack in, put your cans or jars on top, and then this lid fits on, and you bring it up to steam, and there are these little steam holes, which I think you can see right here. When the steam shoots out about 8 inches, then you start timing what you're steam canning. And depending, I think this today will be about 20 minutes, but I have to double check my recipe. But I'm kind of doing this. I don't even follow the recipe anymore. I kind of just, because I kind of know what goes in. So anyway, we're going to put these in jars. Okay, I filled this to right about the bottom of this funnel, which, if you can see in the jar, it's about 1 inch below the rim. I could probably put a little more in there, but I don't like to overdo them. Anyway, there's our first jar, looking pretty good, moving along. I wipe the lid with some vinegar, just get a little cup of vinegar, go around the top and get all the sticky off because you want a good seal. Again, this is for people who haven't canned very much. And then over here we have our lids, our rings. I'm just going to grab one. And yeah, it came off fine. Put it on top. You want to avoid touching this with your hands. Maybe. I'm trying to keep my fingers off the rim. Okay. Get our lid and screw it on. Fingertip tight. And put it in the canner. Can't only do that with 2 hands, so I'm shutting off. Well, now I know 4 boxes of strawberries will yield 6 12-ounce jars plus a little small one, a little jelly jar. So that'll give me an idea next time how many jars to clean and sterilize. So now what we're going to do is put the lid on, bring the steam vents to 8 inches out, and process. It says 10 minutes, but I like to go a little longer because this is a new oven and I'm not, not quite there yet with it. But I think that 15 minutes would be fine. So we just basically want these seals to work because we're going to save it for later. So I will show you a finished product when we're done. Well, here they are, 6.5 jars of strawberry jam. And they're still a little hot to the touch, so I can't pick them up to show you, but I think they turned out well. We had a small little bit left over we sampled, and they tasted pretty good. So, and Sam was just saying this week, here's your little factoid for the day. Mr. T turned 63 this week. I don't know why he felt the need to tell me that, but he did. So, I guess in ending this video, I could say, I pity the fool who doesn't like this jam. Hope you enjoyed.